This week on Veteran Outdoors, VO Pro staffer and Major League Baseball player Doug Broquel hosts this episode as we visit the panoramic views of the Wagonhound Ranch in Wyoming. We're surprising U.S. Army veteran Nick Kasbaum with a trophy mule deer hunt. Nick's longtime friend and veteran, Whitney Lesser, joins him on this exciting adventure.
Veteran Outdoors wants to have you as our guest hunter, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and we're gonna have a great hunt, and it's all on the thanks of this gentleman right here, Matt.
I'm Matt Kelly. I'm the outfitting manager here at Wagonhound. I grew up in Montana in the outfitting business. I just got up one morning and the veteran was telling his story of how he got wounded over in Iraq, and it was just very intriguing, and I watched the rest of the show. And at the end of it, I was literally choked up. And that, the first time a hunting show had ever moved me at all. So I immediately went to the website. Next day I got a hold of Cody and expressed my interest in donating a hunt. And then I contacted the owners, Art and Catherine Nicholas, and they were all for it. So a year later, here we are. Alrighty, well, I've got your deer license.
The whole thing about coming on this trip was pretty much a complete surprise for me.
We have gotten you an antelope tag that was your surprise.
That I did not know. I didn't know I was going to shoot any animals. I expected just to come out here and kind of be Nick's guy.
You're not left out in the cold either.
That's right. Well, I appreciate it. Sergeant Nick Kasbaum. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time, and everything came together right for him, helping Wagonhound and Veteran Outdoors to get.
Nick got his rifle that he's received as a gift, and we went in to sight it in at the range. And that's always a little nervous as a guide, because guys come here and they usually get a brand new rifle, haven't shot it very much, and that can lead to some real problems later on. We got there, and Nick shot a couple times at 100 yards. We adjusted the scope because it was a brand new scope, everything looked good, and then he went to 300. And I was very impressed.
No. I don't know, guys. Let's we know where these are. Yeah. Let's run up over here. I've been working for Wagonhound since '06, and it's just a lot of fun, and especially have the opportunity to help out our soldiers. And we can come in. There's a creek bottom right up over here.
Okay.
And we can come right in over the top. They're not going to leave this area right here. They're out of the window.
As we started for my surprise antelope hunt, we went through and we glassed. There's an incredible amount of animals on this ranch, a lot of quality animals. We went through, we found a couple good ones here and there. We kind of did what we could to get around them and try to get them in a good position to shoot. The timing wasn't right, the range wasn't right.
I think what I really enjoyed the most was the anticipation of our hunters getting here, getting to sit down with the guides and understand how the animals work on this ranch, where they are. When you look at a place like this, Wagonhound is so massive that you cross one fence, one cattle guard, you look at 50, 60 antelope, it's so. It's day 2 in Wyoming. Yesterday we started in our rifles. We presented the hunter with a bunch of the free stuff that we get from all of our sponsors. We glassed for hours and hours and hours, saw plenty of antelope, and decided not to shoot one. We've got probably 3 or 4 picked out that are really nice bucks. But today we're going to continue the glassing. Yesterday afternoon we saw a few mule deer bucks, and today we're going to go out this morning for those bucks and hopefully get Nick his buck.
We got up early that morning to go spot some deer, and we were sitting in the pickup looking up on a big hill and hadn't seen much movement. Decided to move to another spot.
All right, we just got word that some guides saw 3 nice mule deer over on another hill, and we're gonna head on over there and check them out.
And lo and behold, there were 3 bucks, probably 150 yards off the road. You saw the 3 of them up there.
There was one that I really liked.
See, he's just standing broadside. He's got some nice darker color to his horns, and he's a little bit inside, probably about right even with his ears.
Yeah.
The back forks are deep. The front forks are a little crabbed, so they're not quite as big. The nice thing is, he's, within 200 yards of us, right broadside, and wouldn't be very hard to drag out. Would be a good shot, pretty view, all that. The decision you need to kind of run through your mind is, the second day of hunting, this is the biggest one we've seen. If we want to take the risk and keep looking for those bigger ones, or put a sneak on this one and make a shot on it.
Put a sneak on this one.
Put a sneak on this
I
one.
like it. I like the way it looks.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that then.
All right.
So yeah, this is one that Nick wanted to go for. A lot of guys, they want to get the biggest possible thing they can, and you hunt all 4 days, and
Yeah, get the last thing.
then you're shooting some little thing. And it was going to be kind of easy, really. We just kind of sneak over here, cross the creek a little bit, got set down on a rock, and for some reason they decided just to kind of get up and move over the hill through the buckbrush. And like, oh man, there went our easy shot.
So then we started our way up the mountain, which was extremely hard for someone that used to climb at 2,000 feet up in the air.
And we're going along up and get one shot or get a sight of them, and again they move on. So we really had to book it up the hill.
Get to the top, winded really bad.
The third time we finally got up there all together. All of us are breathing like crazy.
There he is, that 4x4 that I wanted.
The buck, he stopped perfect, broadside, facing towards the right, and kind of looked back at us. Nick was able to get his gun on a good rest, took a couple of quick breaths, calmed his breathing down.
Got a good shot off on him. Dropped him up there.
Hey, you hit him, Nick. You got him. Good shot. Awesome. Nice trigger press, dropped him, split his heart wide open. Great shot. All right, let's go on up there and get him.
And we went up to the top. That was a great feeling seeing that 4x4 sitting there after all that work.
Wagonhound wants to thank you for your service and for our country. We appreciate that. And it's an honor for me to get to hang out with you and just to get to know you a little bit. I have a lot of respect for you and the effort that you made here and for our country.
Well, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Nick.
Good job. All right, man.
Yeah, thanks for yelling. I knew we were just behind him all the way. I saw you go like this down there.
Nice job. The big old deer. That's awesome. We just throw a parachute on him, toss him over the side, or what? When guys get excited, adrenaline starts pumping, their ability to make good shot placement just goes down. So I was thinking, oh man, he's been breathing hard. We run up this mountain and made a great shot. Come to find out later that he's a marksman and has been trained to do some long range shots. Then it all clicked and made sense.
This was the first hunt that I wanted to donate my time to help with this. And I would strongly encourage anybody and everybody that wants to help in any way or form to volunteer their time to help our boys and to give back what just a piece of what they have given.
Brain injury caused.
After we took care of Nick's mule deer, we were cruising around the ranch and we seen this one animal we had looked at earlier and decided it was a good time to do some stalking and see if we can take this animal. As we went to stalk this animal, we moved up on it. We tried to get below its line of sight so we could kind of sneak up on it and have the opportunity to take an excellent shot. As we came up, the animals, we got caught by one, and these are kind of herd animals, so if one starts to spook, the rest will start to move. We just kind of moved out. Doug Rokel watched from afar so he could keep an eye on the animal. He spotted it for us. We just kind of stalked up, moved up, took a good a good shot on the animal, dropped him in one. Well, I was aiming for the brisket, but being the short distance as it was, I went a little high. But yeah, I ended up getting him right there. It's been a good day.
I think this being therapeutic, I would definitely say so. Just coming out here and just seeing all this, just having known that it's available, that someone actually cared to do it, yeah, I'd say it's therapeutic, just being out in the woods. Well, right now what I'm doing is I'm going to college full-time, working on a bachelor's in business management and marketing. I work part-time, and I think, well, my future holds for me is I hope to have a good full-time job that pays well. Yeah, I'm really glad that Whitney got me involved in this. Actually, before this ever happened, I didn't really know about VO or that there was a hunts for veteran, you know. So I think that I would hope that other people would see this and, you know, do everything they can to help out some other wounded warriors or veterans for that matter.
Nick, we have a tradition here at Veteran Outdoors. It's one of those things where it allows us to let you know that we care through your family. Love Hurt contacts your wife, and she tells us about your life, your interests. It's a hero's cross that we'd like to present you. This cross symbolizes that, you know, you're here for a reason and that there's a higher power involved, and we're grateful that we got to spend this entire opportunity with you. It was a pleasure. I cannot thank you